Sony have recently started unveiling new information about the PS5 after many months of torturous silence. After having recently done a tech deep dive on the console, they've now unveiled the console's new controller. While Sony has generally stuck to a traditionally unchanging design since the days of the original PlayStation, they're doing things a bit differently with the PS5. So, what has changed, and how does the new controller differ from the DualShock 4? The PS5's new controller is called the DualSense. The most striking change it makes is an aesthetic one. Where PlayStation controllers have generally gone with a single color scheme in the past, the DualSense goes with a two-color scheme, with black and white being the default. The position of the light bar has also changed, and is now visible on the edges of the touch bar, as you can see. It was also revealed that the PlayStation 5 DualSense controller will use rechargeable batteries, which differs from the Xbox Series X controller, which uses AA batteries. However, Sony have also promised that the batteries will have a strong life. It will also apparently weigh less than the DualShock 4. We took thoughtful consideration into ways to maintain a strong battery life for the DualSense's rechargeable batteries, and to lessen the weight of the controller as much as possible as new features were added, said Hideaki Nishino, Senior Vice President, Platform Planning and Management on the PlayStation blog. DualSense has been tested by a wide range of gamers with a variety of hand sizes too, in order for us to achieve the comfort level we wanted with great ergonomics. Beyond that, the most significant bit of new information revealed by Sony is that the Share button introduced with the DualShock 4 is gone, and has been replaced by the new Create button. It encompasses the functions of the Share button, but does more as well. Sony hasn't said much about this, but it says it will once again be pioneering new ways for players to create epic gameplay content to share with the world, or just to enjoy for themselves. New details on this will be shared closer to launch. The controller also boasts adaptive triggers and haptic feedback, which Sony had unveiled a while back, with the latter of the two replacing the rumble that controllers in consoles have had since the days of the N64. Meanwhile, there's also a microphone built into the controller, while Sony also says that it's made adjustments to the controller's size, grips, ergonomics, and more. After thoughtful consideration, we decided to keep much of what gamers love about the DualShock 4 intact, while also adding new functionality and refining the design. Based on our discussions with developers, we concluded that the sense of touch within gameplay, much like audio, hasn't been a big focus for many games. We had a great opportunity with the PS5 to innovate by offering game creators the ability to explore how they can heighten that feeling of immersion through our new controller. This is why we adopted haptic feedback, which adds a variety of powerful sensations you'll feel when you play, such as the slow grittiness of driving a car through mud. We also incorporated adaptive triggers into the L2 and R2 buttons of the DualSense so that you can truly feel the tension of your actions, like when drawing a bow to shoot an arrow, Hideaki stated. DualSense marks a radical departure from our previous controller offerings and captures just how strongly we feel about making a generational leap with the PS5, said Jim Ryan, PlayStation boss. The new controller, along with the many innovative features in the PS5, will be transformative for games, continuing our mission at PlayStation to push the boundaries of play now and in the future. To the PlayStation community, I truly want to thank you for sharing this exciting journey with us as we head toward PS5's launch in holiday 2020. We look forward to sharing more information about the PS5, including the console design, in the coming months. Another difference from the DualShock 4 is obviously the shell of the hardware. The DualSense is more rounded compared to the DualShock 4, and the buttons have lost their legendary color coding, giving the controller a cleaner look. It almost feels like an Xbox Series X controller, which isn't a bad thing at all. In terms of dimensions, we're not exactly sure how big or small it is compared to the DualShock 4, but it looks like it'll be roughly the same size. Hideaki stated that, "In all, we went through several concepts and hundreds of mock-ups over the last few years before we settled on this final design. DualSense has been tested by a wide range of gamers with a variety of hand sizes in order for us to achieve the comfort level we wanted with great ergonomics. Our goal with DualSense is to give gamers the feeling of being transported into the game world as soon as they open the box. We want gamers to feel like the controller is an extension of themselves when they're playing, so much so that they'll forget that it's even in their hands." The PS5 is scheduled for a holiday 2020 launch. With more new info on the console emerging every day, stay tuned to GamingBolt for all those latest updates.
And that wraps it up. If you like what we're doing, please consider subscribing to our channel. We upload new videos daily, so make sure you don't miss them by subscribing. We appreciate your support, and we thank you for checking us out.